here it is. Hello, welcome to the Hogtown Handyman. I'm David, and this is my pantry. And this is my pantry door. And I don't really like my pantry door that much, so that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to build a new one. So let's go have a look. So I'm going to go with a shaker style door. This kind of door has been around long before even Jim Morrison showed up at the scene. So naturally, you're going to need some rails and you're going to need some stiles. In my case, I'm going to have 3 rails, as the horizontal pieces, and 2 stiles, which are obviously the outer edges, the vertical ones. I'm using a clear pine from Lowe's that claims to be 5/4 by 3.5. The actual dimensions are 3.5 inches by about 1 1/8. Okay, I've done a little mock-up here. This piece representing the stile, the vertical portion, which I cut a 1/4 inch groove, a 1/2 inch deep. Did the same with the horizontal piece, the rail, and also trimmed the edges, leaving a 1/4 inch wide by 1.5 inch long tongue to join the two together like that. So the design of this door will consist of 2 panels that I'll make out of 1/4 inch sanded plywood, and they will fit into the grooves of the framework of the rails and stiles. So when setting your blade to cut the 1/4 inch groove in the board, find the center line by dividing the width of the board in half and measuring 1/8 of an inch on either side of the center line, and that will leave you a 7/16 of an inch on either side of the 1/4 inch cut. Okay, I've got the saw set up with the blade 7/16 of an inch off of the fence and 1/2 of an inch up off the table to get the proper depth. I'm using a dado blade so I can make the 1/4 inch cut with one pass. Obviously this can be done with a regular blade. You're just going to have to make multiple passes. It's also advisable to make just a quick test cut on a piece of scrap wood to make sure you've got your measurements as accurate as you think you do. Okay, now we have all the pieces and parts cut to size. We're going to do a dry fit to make sure everything fits as it should before any gluing is done. This will be the lower panel, which will confirm things are square. So at this point, I was approached by Mrs. Hogtown Handyman, who had found this stained glass window sitting in the Hogtown Handyman central warehouse collecting dust for years, and asked if it could be incorporated into the top panel of the door. So this required that I carefully remove the glass from the old wooden frame, and found that the glass was much smaller than the opening in the new door. So I had to build yet another frame around the glass to transition it into the new door frame using the same tongue and groove technique that I used to build the door. Oh, well, there you have it, the final product. A little bit different, nice change. Got it in place with a couple hinges. Nice little kind of antique style door handle that Mrs. Hogtown Handyman picked out to go along with the period of the stained glass. And as a final touch, I put a LED light in there to shed a little light on the subject when you're looking for that hard to find can of chicken noodle soup. So thanks for tuning in and watching, and hope to see you on the next video.